You ever wonder why your hamster kicks the bucket after just 2 years? But some whales live for centuries? It's a wild thought, right? Some animals barely age, and one jellyfish can apparently hit a reset button on life. This isn't sci-fi. It's a real puzzle that scientists, like João Pedro de Magalhães in England, are trying to crack. Even Aristotle, way back when, noticed these crazy lifespan differences, and we're still digging into it. Think about it. Hamsters get about 2 years, mice and rats maybe 3 or 4. But humans? We can sail past 100, and some bowhead whales? They've been estimated to live over 200 years. And then things get even weirder. There's this one type of jellyfish that seems to be biologically immortal. When it gets old or stressed, it can revert back to its baby polyp stage and start its life all over again. It's not that you can't squish them, but their biological clock can literally turn backwards. Other simple critters, like some invertebrates, don't even have mouths as adults, so they just run out of fuel. So what exactly is this aging thing we all go through? Basically, it's our bodies slowly breaking down, getting weaker, and becoming more vulnerable. Once you hit about 30, your chance of dying roughly doubles every 8 years. It's surprisingly consistent. For animals like mice, that same doubling happens every few months. They live life in fast forward. So why the difference? Why do mice age, say, 20 to 30 times faster than us, no matter how well you treat them? You can let your pet mouse watch Netflix all day, give it the best food, it'll still age super fast. It's gotta be in their genes, hardwired into their DNA how fast their clock ticks. But what in the genes? That's the multi-billion-dollar question we don't fully have answers to yet. One popular idea that's been around for decades is that damage to our DNA, little mutations, pile up over time. The hypothesis is this damage accumulates way faster in short-lived animals like mice, and there's some evidence for that. But here's another cool angle. Evolution plays a huge part in setting a species' lifespan. Think about extrinsic mortality, basically how likely you are to get eaten or die from accidents. Mice in the wild rarely make it past a year, mostly because they're snacks for predators. So, their whole life strategy is live fast, reproduce quick. Everything happens at lightning speed. But humans, or giant Galapagos tortoises, or those big whales, we're generally safer from predators. Our intelligence and size helped us climb the food chain, giving us more time to grow and develop. This safety buffer allowed for the evolution of longer lifespans. We're built to last a bit longer. So how are scientists like de Magalhães figuring this all out? One major tool is DNA sequencing. It used to cost billions to sequence the human genome, but now you can get yours done for a few $100. This means researchers can sequence genomes from tons of different species, long-lived and short-lived. De Magalhães' lab, for instance, sequenced the bowhead whale genome, that's the 200-year-plus mammal. They also did naked mole rats, those freaky-looking, super long-lived, cancer-resistant rodents. With hundreds of animal genomes, they can hunt for patterns. Do long-lived species have more DNA repair genes? Another key approach is using model organisms, short-lived critters like fruit flies or worms. Some worms live just a few weeks, fruit flies a few months. Mice can go 3 to 4 years. You can study aging much faster in these animals than waiting decades for humans. And here's where it gets exciting. Scientists can actually tweak genes in these animals to extend their lifespan. They've managed to boost mouse lifespan by up to 50%. And in tiny worms, by changing just a single gene, they've stretched lifespan by about 10 times. Imagine that. These studies let them look at molecules, cells, and hormones to test ideas about what causes aging. But even with all this progress, the biggest question still hangs in the air. Why do we humans age? We have theories: DNA damage, oxidative stress, proteins messing up, but the core reason? Still a fascinating mystery. If you like what you see, hit that like button and subscribe for more content.